Hello all. Now, I have seen the Mary Poppins minimum wage video starring Christian Bell, which I must say she was really good in, and her accent and stuff was spot on. The only problem is she wasn't as hot as Julie Andrews as Mary Poppins. Now, the problem I'm going to explain some of the problems with the video. They said a living wage was 10.10 an hour. 10.10 an hour. So we times this by 40, and that's an hours a week. And then we times that, which is 1616, times 12, which is 12 months in a year, and we get 19,392. That is how much you need to make apparently a year. This is a month, so we'll write month after here and year after here, so you guys can follow this easily. To make a living wage. Now, besides the fact that Mary Poppins is British and the video clearly happens in England, which has a higher minimum wage and less taxes and stuff, it's roughly. Now, of course, after taxes, it would be about $1,200 a month. AT, which is after tax, which is roughly what I make a month. Okay? Now, that is a living wage now. Now, when I first started working around 14 years ago, minimum wage was $5.15 an hour. Now, this is the first problem. I'm going to show you the inflation. People said to make a living wage then you need to make $8.50 an hour. So we'll go ahead and times that by 4, which I got a handy dandy calculator here on the computer because I'm too lazy to do math today, which is okay. Sorry, I think I times it by 4, not 40. It needs to be times 40. Which is $340 a week. And we times that by 12, which would equal out to oh, sorry, we forgot to times that by 4. We got times that by 4 still too. So times 4. It doesn't matter what way you do the math. Times 4, which I didn't figure out, which was times 12. It's roughly 16,320 a year, which would equal about 14,000 a year AT after tax. So there's that. That was 14 years ago. Now, so in short, I can rip this off here and show you the difference. In short, minimum wage, inflation has raised the cost of living roughly $5,000 a year. Okay, $5,000 a year. Now, in my state, which is the great state of Ohio, we're the Buckeye State. We have the Buckeye football team who wins all season long except for the last game and loses and can't win a championship. The minimum wage in 2000, which was 14 years ago, wage, we know was $5.15. Now the minimum wage is $7.75. Okay, So in those 14 years, the minimum wage has rose by $2.60. And inflation has rose by roughly $5,000. So as you can see, that's the first problem with the video. As the minimum wage goes up, the cost of living goes up. So 1010, if it's raised to that, you're still not going to be able to live on. Now, that's if you're getting 40 hours a week. Let's say we can somehow get it raised to 1010 without the inflation, and people like McDonald's and Walmart have to pay their people that. Now, first of all, it's going to kill small businesses who can't really afford to pay their employees that. So her nanny job would probably go out the window. But let's forget about all that. The newest problem is, I'm using up a lot of pages in this notebook for this video. The newest problem is you don't get 40 hours at places like McDonald's and Walmart, because if they give you 40 hours now, they have to provide you health insurance. And they don't want to do that. So you get 29 hours a week. That's all you get at places like Walmart and McDonald's, because they don't want to give you health insurance. The place I work at, you don't get 40 hours either. They give you 29 maximum. Now, I have my disability and my job, so it works out to making it a good wage. But at 29 hours times 10.10 an hour, we get $292.9 a week, which we do times 4, and we'll get the monthly income. And we'll do times 12 to get the yearly. Which is going to be roughly that. Now, if you can see all these scribblings, and I hope you can, this says weekly is $292.90, okay, monthly is $1,100, which we know is $500 less than you need to live on a month. And finally, yearly is $14,000, which is roughly $12,000 after taxes. And I'm being very, very generous with that number. So, as you can see, it's not going to affect the people at Walmart and the people at McDonald's who are making the minimum wage, because they're not getting the hours they need. They're still going to be working 2 jobs. Now, her nanny position, with it being raised that high, she's not going to have it anymore if she makes the minimum wage now, because they're not going to be able to pay her that. So in short, raising the minimum wage will do absolutely no good. First, you need to find a way to fight inflation. Second, you need to find a way to force places like Walmart and McDonald's to give their employees 40 hours a week. And third, that's my phone. It's not important right now. And third, it's just not going to do any good. It's going to kill the small businesses like her little nanny job. So that is why the video is wrong. Is it entertaining still? Yeah, it's a cute little video. But it's not going to work.